Hello, this is Bridget Yancey, and this is my final presentation for CIS280, Search Engine Optimization. And this presentation is for a company called Urban Wildlife, and kind of a review of their website and search engine optimization. Urban Wildlife is a fictitious company that I created for my e-commerce class. But that said, it is also a concept that a friend of mine and I have been tossing around and considering developing into something real. As I speak through this presentation today, I will speak of Urban Wildlife as if it is a real company that has been in existence for a couple of years. But the data and dates and everything that I provide are fictitious. All right, so a little bit about me by way of introduction. My name is Bridget Yancey. I am a web designer and an SEO consultant. I have more than 20 years experience in sales and marketing. I have worked for everything from multinational global organizations to small local companies. I've worked for worldwide hotel chains within the travel industry, and I've also worked for local yoga studios doing their website, local spa and massage therapists doing their website and e-commerce, and I even set up a retail store for a woman who sells greeting cards. I have been working in web design and electronic marketing since the mid-90s. In the beginning, my web design skills pertained more to the look and feel of websites and electronic marketing platforms. I did not do much of the technical stuff. I didn't know HTML. But within the last 4 or 5 years, I have delved into the coding and the HTML and PHP and database side of things to expand my knowledge. And since 2009, I have been a freelance web designer. Designing websites from the ground up, both the technical side of things all the way up to the creative side of things. And this year I added SEO consultant to my repertoire as well. So Urban Wildlife, a little bit of background. Established in 2010, it is a unique nonprofit organization, and what they do is provide support to abandoned and homeless pets, to feral cat communities, as well as injured urban wildlife. They do this by working in partnership with vets, animal shelters, pet stores, and neighborhood organizations. And what they do is they help to create and implement low-cost feeding, spay and neuter, and vaccination programs. And then they also help to find temporary shelter or foster homes for tame animals that have probably been abandoned by people perhaps who have lost their home or just let the animals go for some reason or another. And they find this temporary housing until a suitable long-term home can be found through adoption. The company relies solely on donations from individuals and pet and animal friendly organizations. They've recently also gone into selling some merchandise to support their operations as well. Okay, so the website strategy for Urban Wildlife, they are not a brick and mortar. They do not have official offices. The people who work for Urban Wildlife all work out of their homes. So the way they reach their customers is strictly through their website. The website is there to garner donations from individuals, as well as to promote fundraising events, and then of course, as I mentioned, to sell merchandise, and this funds the efforts of the programs offered by Urban Wildlife. They also want to use the website to build a greater awareness of the issues of homelessness and abandoned animals in the greater Phoenix area, particularly since the economic downfall in 2008 and many people losing their houses in Phoenix or in Arizona. The population of abandoned and homeless animals has grown significantly. They want to work to promote community involvement in the solution to these issues and use the website to do that, and then also use the website to direct people to other external resources beyond Urban Wildlife to solve these issues. So we'll take a look at the website shortly here. Their search engine optimization goals. Obviously, they want to rank well in search results for searches that seek the services offered by urban wildlife. But more importantly, they want to implement best practices to not only rank well, but to enhance the user experience in finding what it is they're looking for when they do arrive on the urban wildlife site. So it's recommended that in setting up their SEO, that they follow the following best practices for their site. They want to have accurate and unique page titles. And a page title tells search engines and users what the particular page is about. So this is very important to get searchers to the right page. It's ideal to create a unique title for each page on the site so that when searchers do search, they can be directed to the best page to match their search requirements. It also helps search engines to differentiate the various pages on the site. We'll want to review and, where needed, revise and improve the URL structure. We want to keep the URLs simple to best convey the information about the site. This leads to better crawling by the search engines. We want to ensure that there's easy site navigation for site visitors. So by this we mean a naturally flowing hierarchy within the site, so that when visitors do come to the site, they can easily find what they're looking for. And search engines like this as well. They like sites that are easy to navigate. We want to ensure quality content and services on the site, and this is very important, probably one of the most important things. Compelling, useful, and accurate content can significantly enhance a user's experience and prompt them to mention the site to others through word of mouth, blogs, and social media. Well-written anchor text is also very important, and anchor text is the verbiage used for the links on the site, both internal and external. So clear and accurate anchor text makes it easier for users to navigate the site and for search engines to better understand what the site urban wildlife is linking to is about. Appropriate use of heading tags that helps to identify important text as well as create a hierarchical structure within the site. And then last but not least, proper promotion of the website. It's important to effectively promote the site to those interested through social media, blogs, newsletters, and reputable links from other sites. And these things help to improve the ranking and the search results. It will also be important as we work through search engine optimization to implement keyword and landing page strategies that not only enhance in the search rankings, but also to help the end user experience. And then once the SEO is implemented, to go ahead and take a look at and use analytical tools to revise the strategies as needed when the results indicate the need to do so. So what we're going to do here is go over and take a look at the current website for urban wildlife, as well as the keywords that they're looking at, and some of the tools that we can use to both expand upon and narrow down keywords and find the right keywords to help in ranking in the search results. So here is the urban wildlife website, and as you see, they have a pretty good website, a pretty good sized website, and it looks like the page titles are pretty descriptive of what the pages are going to be about, so it looks like it's pretty easy to navigate. And as you look up here on the URL structure, the URL seems to be quite simple and no complications there, so the search engines and both search engines and users should easily be able to read the URLs. They have lots of external links to different organizations that they work with, and then they would want to see if they could get some reciprocated links from those organizations as well. They also have a page pretty high up on the navigation menu for donations and for shopping, which is where they get their revenue, so that's pretty important. And if you go over here to the site builder, you'll see that it looks like in some respect they are using the page title, the description, and the keywords per page. So we'll want to take a look at that once we look at look at some keyword tools and make sure that the keywords are all appropriate. Okay, so let's go over here and we're going to take a look at some of the keywords. These are keywords that the people from Urban Wildlife came up with, that they felt that individuals who might be searching for the services that they offer would use in searching. And what we would do then is take these search terms and go to tools such as Google AdWords and enter those words or phrases here. We did animal rescue Phoenix and click search, and came up with some great information about the search term animal rescue Phoenix. Local monthly searches 3,600 a month, so that probably sounds like a good search term. And then you get some ideas of some possible other keyword search terms that you might want to use related to animal rescue Phoenix. Pet rescue, more information on animal rescue, pet adoption, cat rescue. And again, you can look here and find out which ones had the most local monthly searches, and those might be keyword terms that you would want to consider using. We also might use a tool such as Google Insights for search, using the same term, animal rescue, United States, Arizona, all metro areas over the last 12 months. You can get some information about how often the search term was used and if there's any ebbs and flows depending on seasonality. This looks pretty steady over the last 12 months. But down here, again, you have some information on other related search terms, and Halo comes up here, Halo Animal Rescue. And Halo is one of the organizations that Urban Wildlife works with, so they, especially on their partners page or on their adoption page, they might want to include Halo Animal Rescue as one of their search terms. Alright, so moving on now, cost for services for search engine optimization for Urban Wildlife is provided by Bridget Yancey. The fees start at $60 per hour, and just to give Urban Wildlife an idea of where we would start with that, website analysis would be about 2 hours per page. And once we've done the analysis, we would then provide some recommended strategies, and the implementation of those strategies would vary depending on how much work is needed and what kind of actions are needed. And once we provide that recommendation, we provide an estimated timeline, and along with that then an estimated cost based on the hourly consultancy fee. And then once the strategies have all been implemented and the SEO has been set up across the site, you want to maintain that, so there's a minimum of 5 hours per month for monthly maintenance. So proposed next steps for SEO work for Urban Wildlife would be to review the current site and conduct that searchability analysis. And then we will propose strategies to move forward with SEO for Urban Wildlife and the website. And we will define mutually agreed upon expectations and results. and then establish a mutually agreed upon timeline for this process. And that concludes the presentation. Thank you very much.